BC.
Living with cancer takes tremendous courage and a fighting.
What?
No,
go ahead, say it.
no, we were talking about the Barbara Walters thing. It's
We just had a little
extraordinary.
straw vote here among the audience, and just one person said the young girl wanted the way it was. All right, our next guest hit it big with his smash hit, Wicked. Now here he's back with a hot new album, San Francisco Days. Here's Chris Isaak.
Good to see you.
Hi.
One on this side.
Oh, so you're a kid.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thanks very much.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Good for you. Gelman saw you in the Tina Turner show, you know, you
Yeah.
and Tina out on the, he said you came out in a glass, what
Disco
kind of a
ball.
suit? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a suit. It's covered with little like mirrors all over the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's an important part of show business is to look like you don't belong in the audience. You know.
But it sounds like a suit like that you do belong in.
You know. Well, I mean, look, Tina Turner's coming on next.
Yeah, right.
So you got
Sure.
to do something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, good idea. Did you sit down and think of that yourself?
It was that. I had another idea, was setting fire to the drummer, but
No sense of humor.
I wouldn't go for the idea.
Chris done a little bit of a lot of things in his time, including a stint at boxing as well, huh?
Yeah, you can kind of tell this profile. It's like
Yeah, the nose.
it used to be more like early Dean Martin. You know? Yeah.
You know, I got a kick out of reading that as a kid. You used to listen to Dino, huh?
I'm a big fan
So
of Dean
am I.
Martin.
So am I.
He's a really great
And
singer.
Bing Crosby you listened to as well.
Right? Yeah, I love Bing Crosby.
So you broke your nose 7 times boxing?
Well, other people did that for me.
Yes,
yeah.
right, exactly, sure. Were you a good boxer? What was your
It was 7 times.
Well, it could happen to anybody, but how many?
Actually, I was not bad, but it's like there's, you know, you're not bad, and boxing is not like singing. Like you could be a pretty good singer, and you could say I'm one of the top 50 singers. So that's you make a good living, have a good career. If you're like number 30 in boxing,
Yeah, forget it.
You
right?
break your nose 7 times.
you know, it's not a good career.
And you also act, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I could see why. I mean, you know, even with the nose.
Even with that.
Yeah, he's had some terrific movies here. Married to the Mob, Silence of the Lambs, Twin Peaks. Silence of the Lambs.
You know,
Which character?
I love it because those are all good movies.
Yeah.
And you say, Married to the Mob, Silence of the Lambs. But if somebody went to see those movies and they went, was he in those? It was like,
Well,
I'm
exactly.
only-
That's my next question.
Yeah.
What were you in the Silence of the Lambs?
I'm in there about like a minute in all those movies together. If
Were you the
drop
guy
your-
in the first jail cell? When she walks in, were you the crazy guy in the first jail cell?
No, ouch, hey man. I thought we had a thing going on. No, I was just in those. I was like a killer in most of them. I usually have a gun, or well, I started off to be a hitman, and I was a criminal. Then I was a cop. Then I became like FBI.
So you're moving up.
And finally, now the last movie I did a film with Bernardo Bertolucci, and I didn't have a gun. So
Yeah, listen,
I'm
but that's quite a...
what's next?
Are you starring in this film, Bertolucci's film, Little Buddha?
To hear me tell it.
Yeah. Well, you spent 2 months in Nepal.
Yeah.
Did you meet the guy on the mountain?
I
You know, the guru,
I met
whoever it is?
I met some guys. We actually were in a Buddhist kind of Bhutanese monastery, and it was a trip. I mean, it's like all surrounding us were these monks, shaved head monks, and they're standing around, you know, just looking at you, kind of like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, I had a little guitar and I was playing. After a while, I said, you know, do you guys know any, like, you know, Elvis Presley? No. They just looked. No, Elvis Presley? No. Beatles? No. I said, Madonna? No. I said, well, here's a song I wrote. It's called "Love Me Tender." You get by with Mark. I could be big there.
Oh, that's funny. What are you going to do for us today?
Solitary Man.
Solitary Man. Yeah, the old Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Right?
This is
All
a
right.
very hot
Yeah.
album.
Thanks.
All right, and we have your drummer here, Kenny
Yeah.
Dale Johnson.
My
Kenny, nice
drummer.
to have you with us. All right, Chris, go to work. Thanks. Chris Isaak.
Have a seat.
You ready, buddy?
How you feeling?
I feel big time. How about you?
Yeah, you got it.
And it was mine till the time that I found her. loving him. Sue came along, love me strong, that's what I thought. Me and Sue, that dad too. Don't know if I will, but until I can find me girl who will stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am. Solitary man, solitary man. I headed to here, being where love's a small word. Paper rain, part-time thing. I know it's been done having one girl who loves you, right or wrong, weak or strong. Go ahead. Don't know if I will, but until I can find me girl who will stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am. Solitary man, solitary man, solitary man.
San Francisco Days right here. Chris Isaak. Chris, thanks so much, pal.
Really, great.
Always go with the drum.
Nice to meet you.
We'll be right back with Mark Hall Gospel
I
in a
walked
moment.
before I hear your album.
Friday on Live, actor Jack Scalia.
I was a rebel. I really was. The gray hair that my mother has, I gave her.
Do you ever feel like an outcast in your own family?
If they don't agree with it, then they won't talk to me or they'll disown me.
This girl went from singing Jesus is Man to Rum Shake in a matter of 3 weeks.
I want to be an exotic dancer.
I want her to keep her clothes on. That's the bottom line.